Get ready for a mouth-watering adventure through Washington, D.C.'s food scene, as our next guest has done the research for us and not only found good food, but the inspiring stories behind each one.
In her new book, Unique Eats and Eateries, Joann Hill takes us on an adventure from longtime D.C. staples to up-and-comers that are making a splash. Joann Hill is here with us to highlight a few of these amazing places in our area. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me back.
You're just always on an adventure in the D.C. area.
I try my best. Yeah, this was the most delicious adventure.
I bet.
True.
Yeah.
You were doing a scavenger hunt before. Now you've got this food tour. So you've tried all the places in this book.
I have, yeah. There are
Okay.
about 100 different eateries that are represented in the book, and someone had to eat and drink at all of them. So but in the name of research, I took it for
tough
the team.
one.
Yeah, for
I
the
know.
team. What made you want to do this? Are you a foodie? Do you love food?
I love food, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Sicilian. I grew up in a very food-centric household, and so every part of our day involved cooking and eating, and my mom would make meals from scratch. My dad had a huge garden and so forth. So I've had a love for food since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were kind of trying to pare it down and whatnot and thinking about the stories, were there some common themes that you found? Because you mentioned family, and we know food brings people together, but what were some of those common themes you found?
Yeah, absolutely. So family was a huge theme that I found. I interviewed as many chefs and bakers and restaurateurs that I could. And regardless if they had learned when they were a kid next to their mom or their grandmother, or they were classically trained in France, pretty much everyone attributed family, tradition, culture, upbringing to why they went into the culinary world. So yeah, that was a huge theme throughout.
I bet.
What did the research process look like? Did you pick places you had heard of in D.C., or you heard stories first?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay.
There were certain places that I knew that I wanted to feature that were favorites of mine. I've lived here for about 25 years, and so I already had a good pulse on the food scene. And then as I interviewed different chefs and bakers, a lot of individuals would actually recommend someone else. They said, oh, do you know this individual or this chef, like he or she is incredible. And that was really nice to see too, of just the close-knit community among the food industry. And so that happened a lot of connections. And then, yeah, lots of research and just kind of stumbling upon new places too.
We want to highlight a few of them. One is a staple here in D.C., and am I going to pronounce this right? Eateries?
Yeah.
Italian market?
Yes.
Okay, I got it right.
It's such a great place. It's been around since 1926. It is in the Noma neighborhood, so now Noma is hip and posh and so forth. And you can walk right by the market and not even know it's there. It's pretty nondescript other than the Italian flag. But then you walk in and there's this huge cornucopia of cheeses and deli meats, and they have amazing subs, and they've really stuck true to their kind of tradition and haven't changed, even though the area has changed too.
Right.
And their wine is unbelievable. Even the Washington Post has declared them as be one of the best places to get wine outside of Italy. So yeah, that's a favorite for sure.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's high praise.
Yes.
Is Baked by Yael next?
Baked by Yael. This is a newer one on the
A little
scene.
newer, right? So it's by Yael Krigman. She is a self-proclaimed recovering attorney. So she was an attorney. She started baking. She basically found that she couldn't find a bagel that she loved in the DC area, and so she started making her own.
Wow.
And so she started then bringing baked treats to her firm. Every Monday she would hand deliver treats. And basically they were like, you need to open up a bakery. And so this is a second career, and obviously our carb-loving souls are very happy for it.
Right.
She has 2 kosher certifications. It's nut-free bakery, which is very unique.
really
And
cool.
she's just, we say that
cool
she bakes
story.
everyone happy, for sure.
Bakes everyone happy. I like that.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out Puddin' too. Joann was on the show, but she started as a food truck and now has a place in Union Market.
Yeah, and if you haven't had her bourbon bread butter pudding, it is just so incredible. It's literally like divinity in a cup. It's comforting, it's delicious, it's rich, and it's one of the best things you'll ever eat.
Good Southern cook in there. And of course, so many more places to check out.
Yeah.
Joann's got a bunch of book signings coming up at the end of this month in June. So for all of that, go to her website, Unique Eats and Eateries of Washington, D.C. The people and stories behind the food is out now. Check out where to find Joann at joannhilldc.com.
Thank you. Congrats on the new book.
Yeah.